Hello friends, it's Bailey and I am talking today about seeking mentorship and networking. This has been a huge part of my life, huge part of why I have this job and just why I've had the internships I've had. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that today. So let's get into it. My first point here is really just to talk about the significance that my mentors have had on my life. In particular, one life mentor I've had, her name is Amanda, so shout out to Amanda. I met her between my 7th and 8th grade year of junior high, and I can confidently say she's still my life mentor today, and I am now 20 years old and a junior in college, which is crazy. So I think when I think back on my life, on my 20 years of life, one person that really sticks out to me is Amanda. She has been someone who I often get coffee with. Even in the beginning of quarantine, we were scheduling regular Zoom calls, and just, having those people who pour into your life, they simply change your life. I think as much as your family and your friends can speak into your life, having that older presence in your life who can speak into things, I think for me, Amanda has seen me grow so much. I'm wearing a lot of black right now, but I wore a lot of black in junior high and was very closed off. Didn't want to hug people, really didn't want to get, I had a lot of walls up, and I think I still like wearing black, clearly, but now my favorite color is yellow, and as simple and insignificant as that may seem, I know it's been really affirming to me throughout these past a little bit over 5 years in my life. Someone like Amanda has been able to speak into my life and just affirm the changes and the growth that I've experienced. So when it comes to mentors, get an Amanda. Get someone who will pour into you when it's more than just convenience. Amanda was only my life group leader for the first couple of years, but she continued to be my life mentor outside of that and sought me out and is consistently trying to get coffee with me every other week, which is just really, really cool. And I think that's impacted my life because now I am not a life group leader, a middle school leader at the church that I met Amanda at. So get an Amanda, guys. Get someone who's going to pour into you, is going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, and just have someone that's that. I think what's really cool for me is that Amanda checks off a lot of boxes, which sounds a little weird, but she is someone who can pour into me professionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, and all these different aspects of life. So I feel like I can be 100% myself around her. So yeah. Now that I've talked about Amanda, you're like, how do I get one? Great question. Thank you for asking. I think for me, it's just seeing where you are at. In this time of COVID, it looks a little different, but maybe you have an online job, or maybe you have an internship somewhere, or maybe you're involved in a church and you're a life group leader, or you have a life group leader. All of those things are great. I think God doesn't put people in your life by accident, and he's very intentional about that. I think once you look around, you can see, oh wait, so I'm involved in church and all these different things. You meet so many different people, and I think that's when the best connection can spark, kind of when you were least expecting it. So just even assess your surroundings. I know for me, a lot of the jobs, internships, and friends I've made is because I've met them through other jobs or through other internships, and kind of through all those mutual connections that I didn't intentionally seek out or anything. It's just kind of what I was doing with my life. If I can give you 3 main things to take away, it's to be open, get involved, and reach out. Be open is the first one. I think like Amanda, I met her at a time in my life where I really didn't like adults. I didn't want to talk to an adult, but I slowly had to open myself up to that possibility, and it's literally changed my life. Or an example I have is I do freelance wedding videography now, and that only started because my ASB director my sophomore year of high school was like, hey, do you want to film my wedding? And I've never filmed a wedding before. I didn't even know I wanted to go to film school, but I kind of liked messing around with cameras, and I told her she was really ready to take that on. So I had to open myself up to that, and I had to, And so I think my second point is getting involved. So like I just shared that one story, I was involved in ASB because my best friend in high school was, and I was able to get involved and get inspired. So it's like I got involved with ASB because my best friend was in it. Then I started filming weddings because my ASB director asked me to. And that's how I started filming weddings, and that's honestly a reason why I'm in film school. So all these little things happened because I had to, be open to the idea of ASB and get involved with it. And so I think even talking about it right now, it's crazy how these being open, getting involved, and reaching out have really and quite literally changed my life. And let's say you're thinking about when you're at Biola, how does this apply here? I think a lot of it is just getting involved with things. I know for me, Ambassador has changed my life and opened a lot of doors, and I found out about this job through another friend, and he encouraged me to apply for the job, and I did, and I'm here a year later still with this job and absolutely loving it. And then internships I've had, it's because I've reached out to people, you know? And so I think as someone who can get a little anxious in social situations, I think it's really important to acknowledge that, but just take it one step at a time. Maybe that's sending a friend a DM, maybe that's sending someone a text or calling someone, but just take it step by step. And I think then you will build these lifelong connections and mentorship abilities. So long story short, mentorship happens, I think, when you least expect it, but also don't be afraid to put yourself out there and just keep an eye out for like-minded people who are gonna encourage you to grow in all aspects of your life, spiritually, mentally, and all those things. Find someone to get coffee with. I think for me, I've learned that's how I thrive and function, is through one-on-one coffee sessions, and sometimes, most of the time, that's over Zoom or FaceTime or something like that, but those connections are still there, and I would encourage you guys. Some of the best things of my life have come from mentorships through church, school, jobs, internships, like I've been saying this whole time. But I do want to encourage you guys to find those people in your life who are going to push and challenge you. Friends are super great, and I love my friends, but also I know having someone with more maturity and more life experience that can pour into me has been a really big blessing. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this vlog, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye!